Hey, what's going on, guys? So we're continuing our professional run, Resident Evil 4. The original Resident Evil 4, not the subsequent remake. Oh, we forgot to sell our stuff to the merchants. Purchase some stuff.
Welcome.
Let's look here real quick. We don't need to upgrade the pistol since we're going to sell the pistol anyway.
Is that old stranger? What are you
Let's see how much money we're working with here. On a real note here.
Is that old stranger?
6 spinels.
Thank you.
One pearl pendant.
Thank you. Come. Back any time. What are you selling? Is that old stranger? Is that old stranger? Thank you. What are you buying? Is that... Thank you. What are you buying?
Okay. So the capacity increase is going to be totally worth it.
Thank you.
Because that gives us like an extra 2 more shots in the mag. So that's a free extra 2 shots we get. As for the shotgun, I feel like the firepower, reload speed, capacity is all pretty solid.
Is that all? Is Thank you. What are you selling? What are you selling? What are you buying?
I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty good setup here. We'll buy because we're gonna trade out the pistol for the Punisher, which is gonna have the ability to penetrate through two Ganados, which is what we want. We want to be able to have that type of ammo efficiency. Happy Halloween. Is he gonna... Shit. There's gotta be a yellow herb somewhere around here. There's gotta be. I can just feel it. I think it's in this room. Yep. It's good for me because now we're gonna go ahead and upgrade our health.
What are you selling? What are you buying? Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
Cutting down the reload speed a little bit, honestly, not the smartest thing, but it will increase convenience. Something to consider. I think we should just save our money. Alrighty, so shotgun and rifle ammo, always useful. So we're gonna need a bit of shotgun and rifle ammo because we're gonna go and kill the big guy again. Chainsaw guy. Shotgun ammo. Yeah, we're looking pretty freaking good. I think we're being quite resourceful for professional difficulty. Which, to be professional at the game, you have to be resourceful. You have to be willing to know the best ways of going about certain situations. But you also have to have a plan. I think that's the most underrated aspect of the matter, is you always have to go in with a plan. No matter which way you decide you want to go about it, it's going in with a plan is definitely the way to go. What's up, Chill? Well, we just got fucked. Doing schoolwork. Nice. Let's hope we get some currency or some extra ammo. Already the game's giving me more money. No money, no honey. Alright, let's go. Grab ourselves some more stuff. Alright, we're good to go. Alright, this hallway we just gotta be resourceful. We just gotta be smart. We can't just be dumb with it like we've been doing. Womp bomb. Right there. Did perfect. That was perfect. Perfect score. We did it exactly how we needed to do it. Alright, now it's gonna just take one good shotgun blast. See, the shotgun blast has a wide radius and a wide impact point, so you have a higher likelihood of actually shooting the dynamite while pointing it in the general direction, and that's exactly what happened, which detonated both dynamites, which killed everybody with one shot. Now I have all this extra ammo in my pistol. That we killed him using a door. It's an interesting method, and it's a cheese method I don't use very often. Just considering it's kind of inefficient, but when you can make it work, make it work. Grab ourselves a nice little ammo refund. And ooh, what's back here? Sweet. Gotta make that shit count. We did upgrade the inventory space. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. I like how the knife is not in the inventory like it is in the remake. Though I gotta say though, I do like the remake. We have a lot of space we could work with here. Like, seriously, we have enough inventory space to work with. Get our health back. We're good to go. There's nothing left. Look at the ceiling real quick. Yeah, nothing left. That would be a really cool place to hide, just like a little secret treasure. $24,000. We're getting our money back. Always a good thing. And then another puzzle. The brass pocket watch. Was this a PS2 game? Yes, it was. Though I believe it originally released on the GameCube. Back when Nintendo wasn't complete shit. Now, unfortunately, Nintendo's complete shit. The GameCube is a truly legendary console. But again, like the Switch 2, prime example of absolute dog shit.
You carry the same blood as us, it seems. Nevertheless, you're an outsider. Just remember, if you become unpleasant to our eyes, you'll face severe consequences.
What? Same blood.
Leon, I've been able to get some new info that might help you.
Fill me in.
Apparently, there's a religious cult group involved. They're called the Los Illuminados.
Los Illuminados. That's a mouthful. Anyway, I had an unexpected run-in with the big cheese of this village.
But you're okay, right?
Yeah, but he could have killed me, but he let me live. And he mentioned something about me carrying the same blood as them. Whatever that means.
Carry the same blood. Huh. Interesting.
Anyway, there are more important things than solving riddles right now.
You're right. Hurry and find that church, Leon.
So, yeah, I think it's kind of interesting to mention the fact that there's like little calls between Hunnigan and Leon. Kind of reminds me of like the codec calls between like Snake and Colonel from Metal Gear, you know? Ada Wong. I'm not a big fan of like the live action ones. The animated ones are okay. Like but the live action movies kind of sucked. Not gonna lie. What the fuck is this bathroom? There's just a urinal. There's literally just a urinal attached to the thing. Why is there toilet paper next to a urinal? Like what do they want you to do? They just want you to shit in the urinal? Like seriously, like what? Why? Because they put it right there. There's not even a sink to wash your fucking hands, dude. What the fuck? I'm sorry. I know it's just Resident Evil. It's all our sniper rounds, but it was worth it. I got Astro into Resident Evil. I always try to get my friends into Resident Evil, especially if they're not into Resident Evil. You know? It's definitely not for everybody, but it's definitely very awesome. I think that's most of them. You have to write an essay about a hero's journey. Maybe you should write about Leon's journey to save the president's daughter.
Might interest you. Got a selection of...
Well,
What are you buying?
well, I mean, you know, Leon survived the events of Raccoon City, but these are not like regular zombies. They have more
What are you
intelligence. He
buying?
has to adapt with his newer training and has to utilize his more advanced skills
What are you selling?
as a government agent.
Is that all, stranger? Thank you.
You probably could realistically write an essay about
Is
Leon
that
S.
all?
Kennedy.
Thank you.
Without being like too far-fetched.
Is that all, stranger? Thank I'll Thank you. What are you buying? Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying?
And to acquire the TMP. For one reason or another. I remember for history class we had to do like a Vietnam War project where we, like, I don't know, fucking just come up with something. Some people wrote an essay, some people, you know, did whatever. Some people were open enough to make a diorama. And that's what me and my friend did. We made a Lego diorama of Vietnam, utilizing like Pirates of the Caribbean tropical like tree pieces for the landscape. And then we had to look up mock instructions on the internet on how to make a Bell UH-1. It's kind of fun. Then we went to like the Lego store. We ordered a bunch of the, you know, the Lego Ninjago Master Wu, I think his name was, with like the rice patty hat that like Raiden wears for Mortal Kombat. Yeah, and we put that on a bunch of people. The friends of me, the NBA. It was the most horrible thing. when we built it, we brought it to school, and we explained what our project was. The coolest thing I've ever done with Lego. I think I know where the last blue medallion is. Should be right there. I think that's the last one. My math is mathin'. Let's go return this and get the Punisher so we can sell our pistol. We'll get the Punisher upgraded for free. So it will be... It might do less damage than our current pistol, but if we sell our pistol, that's more money. It's an economical solution here.
Welcome. Got some rare. What are you buying? What are you selling? What are you buying?
Our handgun does 1.0 damage.
What are you selling? Is that all, stranger? Thank you. What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you buying? What are you selling?
It does 1.1. Honestly, it's a pretty solid, and it will allow me to blast a hole through 2 enemies. So, I can damage 2 enemies for the price of 1 bullet, which saves a lot of ammo. In the grand scheme of things. But
what are you buying? What are you selling?
It is what it is.
Is that all? Is that all? Thank you. What are you buying? Is that? Thank you. Come back anytime.
I think we've already looked back there. I'll have to keep on pushing through. That's why we don't sell flashbangs. We would have only sold it for 500, and look how much more money we're getting. We're getting like 3 times what we were paying for, and we got one back. So we got a flashbang back, and we got 3 times what we would have been paid if we were to sell both flashbangs. I don't know if it's just me, but this game really isn't that scary, honestly. There's a couple like scary moments. There's a couple moments for like intensity, like especially like the regenerators. There's some body horror and intellectual horror where if you like know what's going on and you really think about it, it's kind of that's wild, Chief. my handwriting looks like shit too, man. You know, I have my handwriting is a very square style font. It's readable, but like, if I'm writing in a hurry, it's gonna look kind of funky.
Got some rare things on sale. What are you buying?
Tune up for this pistol. That's wild. Increasing our capacity by 3 more shots. Good, good, good.
What are you buying? Is that thank you. What are you selling?
There's enough weapons here to start a small war. That pisses me off greatly. There's a weapon that was not in the game that's left here. It appears to be like a G36 style weapon. Almost. I'm assuming this is supposed to be actually the semi-auto sniper, but it doesn't have the scope rail on it or anything like that. And if we look closely, these look like Makarovs almost. Well, I mean, social skills are what they are, man. They're social skills. I mean, you can always increase your social skills. But I think a lot of it comes with how you feel about yourself, man. If you want to feel more confident when talking to people, feel confident in yourself, and that inserts a little bit of self-respect and self-love goes a long way. And a lot of it really just comes down to just, you know, conversation skills, you know. And that's, if you can improve your conversation skills and make conversations interesting, and people will like to talk to you, and you know, it makes your social presence more notable. At least that's what I find, you know, that I struggled with a lot was my social skills, was my conversation skills. I really didn't know what to talk about or what to even say in a lot of situations, you know. But I think the best advice I was ever told was just be yourself. If you're trying to be someone different, that type of pressure is just, it's crazy. Yeah, people are extremely rude. People are very immature, very rude, very unprofessional. People suck, man. On a real note, man, people suck. I died. But yeah, no. Yeah, when talking to people, like, in real life, especially if they're people that you sort of know, that you guys, like, know of each other, but you don't really know each other, like, you know, like, you don't know what each other's interests are, you don't know if you have anything in common with them. It's very difficult to break the ice, I find, because it's like, being someone like myself, you know, I love guns, I love video games and movies, and I have a very specific taste in media. And I feel like that really turns a lot of people away from me. You know what I mean? It's just like I can sit down and fully talk about all the components and parts I want to put into my AR in the next couple games I want to play, and the next couple parts I want to put in my car and stuff like that, and people are just lost. It's like not, you can't have those type of conversations with everybody, because some people really don't care for what you're talking about, or they really don't know what you're talking about. And I think that's ultimately why I can't have good conversations with just anybody. And that's okay, because, you know, I mean, like, if I want to talk about the F-22 Raptor, or if I want to talk about the, you know, the Apache helicopters, or I want to talk about ARs, or handguns, or if I want to talk about cars and stuff like that, I mean, you know, it's just not for everybody. But the cool thing is I have a very wide array of things I'm interested in and things I like to talk about. Biology, science, fucking the basics of hard work, like putting together furniture or putting together little projects, little household projects, like building a shelf or something, you know? If I die one more time. I'm about to hop on MW. I will stream MWR. I gotta say, man, I'm so glad that I got to experience all these games in my life, man. You know, like truly. These games are truly special, like Modern Warfare Remastered, the remastered Resident Evil 4 is what I'm currently playing. But you know, I'm really glad I grew up in the early 2000s, you know, I'm really glad I grew up with the cooler cars. Because, I mean, you gotta admit though, when cars peaked in the 1990s, I took everything that was good and made it a little bit better in the early 2000s, like, that's when we started getting like Bluetooth and shit like that, like where we could put our MP3 player playlist that we'd make or whatever. Like, dude, I miss those days.
¡Un forastero!
Del Lago. But yeah, I really miss the early 2000s. Like the Pokemon games, the Lego games, the fucking, the early Arkham games, the fucking, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat Armageddon, fucking, obviously like the Resident Evil games, but also like, you know, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare, MW2, Black Ops 2. World at War. I'm sorry. Fucking, you know, GTA Vice City, GTA 4. You know, like I genuinely, like I fucking miss these games, bro. Like the Metal Gear Solid games. Like, dude, I'm so glad I grew up with this shit, bro. Having an awesome childhood. I'm just a happy guy right now, man, you know? Like, in all seriousness, man, like, recently, like, I've been rewatching, I just went through the entirety of the, like, the Chucky franchise, so Child's Play 1 through 3, I watched Bride of Chucky, skipped Seed of Chucky, watched the, The Curse of Chucky. Everything after that, except for that stupid like reboot miniseries thing, I was not a fan of. That episodic shit. I mean, like obviously, I think that's just woke bullshit. That whole thing just felt so shitty, but it felt of its era. I mean, what was that, like 2019, 2018-ish, I think. But fucking, whatchamaffucking, am I tripping? I remember there was like a remake or something with Aubrey Plaza, but then they did this stupid ass like Chucky TV series thing that I really was not a fan of. And again, when I was growing up, man, they were like cult classic movies, man. Fucking the original Child's Play, bro. That shit was a classic movie. It was so cheesy. I still remember the fucking, when they blow up that, like, abandoned building with, like, the they turned on the gas stove, and he shot the gun, and the gunpowder ignited the fumes, and it blew up that whole building. I don't know, I thought that whole movie was just crazy as a kid, you know? And then when they like burn Chucky and he comes back, and he's all like charred and shit, bro. And I'm like, damn, bro, this thing really cannot fucking die. This fucking doll cannot die. Watch this, guys. Not a lot of money you get out of that, but not a lot of damage that you have to take. Just make it short, sweet, simple. Oh yeah, guys, I went back, I watched all the Chucky movies, at least most of them. I skipped Seed, that movie sucks ass. I went back and I watched the Friday the 13th movies, and I watched the first two Amityville horror movies. The Amityville horror, in my opinion, the second one was really good for a sequel. And I mean, they had a bunch of those movies, man. Like the Amityville. Yeah, that shit, they had so fucking many of those. And I went back and I watched Sleepaway Camp, which is one of my all-time favorites.
Thank you.
You know,
What are you buying? Is that what are you buying?
and apart from all that, I went back and started watching some like abandoned haunted videos and stuff that I used to watch growing up. And yeah, that's really all I've been doing for like Halloween. As far as like movies go, I'm not a Terrifier guy. I don't really like the Terrifier franchise very much at all. Again, it's not that I can't handle those movies, but it's just like, to me, it's unnecessary. Like, I'm not a hyper gore hound. Like, I don't need to. Like, I really don't care if a movie is gory or not. You know what I mean? Like, to me, gore can sometimes make a movie interesting, only when it's like practical effects. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I actually appreciate more psychological horror. Like, actually, it's kind of interesting. The Texas Chainsaw to me wasn't too gruesome. That sucks. But yeah, I think I'm gonna watch like the first two Puppet Master movies Maybe I might watch up to 3 because after that, Puppet Master kind of sucks. But no, I grew up watching horror movies. I absolutely adored just the cheesy 80s and 90s horror movies. Like the 2000s was kind of interesting. Because, I mean, like, we started to really get advanced with the whole computer-generated image CGI. But I feel like CGI was kind of, like, pretty cheesy. Also, guys, I got these Tic Tacs, and, like, I seen these Tic Tacs, they were, like, a reddish brown, and I'm like, what the fuck are these? And apparently they're Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs. So, I gotta try these. If they're shit, I'll give them to my neighbor. Yeah, these honestly aren't too bad. I can dig it. These aren't too bad. Oh, forgot. The other thing, I've been watching Goosebumps. Like, I've actually semi-become obsessed with Goosebumps because of my childhood. 'Cause I absolutely loved growing up watching that. Because before I ever watched anything that hardcore, like Friday the 13th or anything like that, which obviously, I think Michael Myers is a little overrated. I mean, I hate to be that guy, but Halloween is definitely overrated. I remember, like, the kids at school talking about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, because at that point I'd never seen the movie. He's fucking playing bowling ball with a boulder. Kind of reminds me of Chris Redfield, right? Boulder puncher. But I mean, let's be honest, guys. Friday the 13th became kind of ridiculous. I think, like, the movie H2O, that movie was garbage. It was hot garbage in my opinion, and so was the last Friday the 13th movie before they did the fucking, oh, which one was it? Oh my god, like the Curse of Michael Myers, and I think it was Halloween Resurrection or something like that. Movies were hot garbage. Fucking, there was this one horror movie called, damn, yeah, I remember it very vividly. It was called Night of the Demon, or Night of the Demons. That movie was really dope. So it's like your typical haunted house movie. These teenagers are throwing a party in this creepy, spooky ass mortuary, I think, or something, morgue, or it was something. And either way, fucking shit just goes wrong after they do a seance. But yeah, that movie was like really nice and cheesy. because you know, like it was just a classic, right? The acting, it was just classic, you know. I think because it's like gonna be one more week until Halloween, you know, so I really oughta go back and just watch horror movies. Dr. Pepper Tic Tacs, bro, this is ridiculous. I remember it vividly. It was when I was getting into BioShock. You know, I was about to get Infinite. And, I remember it. There was Dr. Pepper Hubba Bubba Bubblegum, if I recall correctly. Bro, I really miss, like I said, man. Damn. I really miss my childhood, man. I really do. Like, I really miss getting home early from school to watch the old school Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and eat a pizza. You know what I mean? Or watch Ed, Edd and Eddy and play Lego Batman on my fucking Nintendo DS, or load up the old Pokemon games, or go play Left 4 Dead at my neighbor Travis's house because I didn't have an Xbox. So I was obsessed with like the Xbox. Believe it or not, before I was a PlayStation man, I was obsessed with the Xbox because I seen Halo, and I thought, as a kid, just seeing other kids play Halo, I thought Halo was like the best game ever made. And, you know, but the truth is, you know, like when I was a little rascal, the 360 and the PS3 had just came out. I had no idea how old a lot of those games really were. You know, like the original Halo. You know, because Halo I was seeing was on the Xbox 360 was Halo 3. And I thought that was like the best looking game ever made. You know, the other thing is I had this like CD from Cartoon Network, which had like a bunch of like cartoons on it and stuff like that. And it had a bonus option on like the, you know how DVDs have bonuses. We had an advertisements for the Xbox, the original Xbox, and they had like Amped 2, Top Spin, they had Grabbed by the Ghoulies, which is like a kid's horror game almost, kind of. And they had a couple other games on there. But like, dude, like I really miss the old school like sound effect of when you knew you were in like an Xbox ad. Like, where's my phone at? I want to play this sound effects. I mean, it's just so classic. I mean, quite literally, I miss this era. And like, they had like Spike TV with like Mansers. I don't know if you guys remember Mansers and shit. They had like Mansers, 1,000 Ways to Die. They had like WWE. Well, I think they had some partnership with the WWE, but they also originally hosted UFC. And like, I mean, I miss, because when I was a kid growing up, I mean, they had like Fear Factor and like Tosh.0 and shit. Like, I just grew up watching and Jackass. You know, I just grew up watching all that. You know? Like, it's crazy to me. Here, let me find the, here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Hold on. Hold on. Skip through. That effect of like the fucking like the black canvas opening up in an X. Like, dude, that shit was so cool. Very stylish, man. Very very of its time. You know. Growing up, and there'd be like video game mail order catalogs where you would like subscribe to it, and it would have all the latest news about different games. You'd either hear from it that way, or there'd be like a website you'd go to, and there'd be like information about video games and shit, or there's that kid on the playground who just knew everything somehow. You know, like, I just miss that shit, bro. Man. I think on Cartoon Network there was a series called like Level Up or something like that, and they had like a video game. Like, me and my friend thought that was the coolest shit ever. And like, me and my friend were into tabletop games and shit, bro. Dungeons and Dragons and shit. You know? And I gotta say, man, it really pays to be there. Like, it really pays off. Have these as memories. You know, it's just, dude, bro, it's so fucking cool. Alright, man. I'm just gonna have to fucking use the shotgun. And I was obsessed with Black Ops Zombies. Like, I was really obsessed with it. Everywhere I went, I always thought, what would this be like if it was a zombies map? Where would the power be? Where would Jug be? How in the hell would we have a pack-a-punch? You know, like, dude, bro. And like old YouTube where people had to be clever and shit like that. And like old World of Warcraft. Like old World of Warcraft. Like Leroy Jenkins World of Warcraft. Yeah. I'm old, man. I'm getting old. But I'm so fucking glad that was my childhood and not this like Fortnite dog shit, you know? Like I feel so much cooler about myself. That I didn't grow up with like Fortnite dog shit. I'm glad that I grew up with the PS2, the PS3. You know? But yeah, I've been watching lots of Goosebumps. Cause like the thing about Goosebumps, I used to love watching that on the weekends and shit. I used to have this, I used to know this by heart. There it goes.
Ashley,
Don't come!
hey, take it easy.
No! Get away!
Calm down. Everything's going to be just fine. My name's Leon. I'm under the President's order to rescue you.
What? My father?
That's right. And I have to get you out of here. Now come with me. It's Leon. I've succeeded in extricating my subject.
Good work, Leon. I'll send a chopper over right away.
Where's the extraction point?
There's another trail that you can take to get out of the village. The chopper will pick you up beyond there.
Got it. I'm on my way.
I'll take the girl.
Who are you?
If you must know, my name is Osmond Sadler, the master of this fine religious community.
What do you want?
To demonstrate to the whole world our astounding power, of course. No longer will the United States think they can police the world forever. So, we kidnapped the president's daughter in order to give her our power, and then send her back.
No. Leon, I think they shot something in my neck.
What did you do to her?
We just planted her a little gift. Oh, there's going to be one hell of a party when she returns home to her loving father. But before that, I thought I might bargain with the president for some donation. Believe it or not, it takes quite a lot of money to keep this church up and running.
Faith and money will lead you nowhere, Sadler.
Oh, I believe I forgot to tell you that we gave you this gift.
But I was unconscious.
Oh, I truly hope you like our small but special contributions. When the eggs hatch, you will become my puppets. Involuntarily, you'll do as I say. I'll have total control over your minds. Don't you think this is a revolutionary way to promulgate one's faith?
Sounds more like an alien invasion if you ask me. You okay?
Leon, what's gonna happen to us?
Don't worry. We got into this mess, we can get out of it.
There's a question. You guys seen the rain falling down, right? That's a key important factor here, because I don't think we jumped outside. Oh. No, actually we did.
Welcome. Got some rare things on sale, stranger. What are you buying? What are you buying? Is that all? Thank you. Is that all? Come back anytime.
I think here's gonna be a good stopping point, then we can hop on MWR.